Hello everyone, this is Go to Mozart. We're playing some Schedule 1 today, and I'd like to do a true combo build. Now, what I mean by that is, you see a handler walking, and this is Kenneth. Kenneth is walking from the Sweatshop. I just highlighted his locker I'm going to show you. See right there? He's paid, but there's nothing here at the Sweatshop. It's because we're using him at the storage unit. Now, I've tried this previously with cleaners, unsuccessfully, trying to assign them different trash cans at different properties, and having them assigned at the sweatshop. Like I said, that didn't work, but with the handler, it works. Shout out to Old Dog, thank you. Thank you for discovering this. But maybe in the future we'll try some other employees. Today, though, the goal is actually what we're about to do now is trap him. I'd like to see if we can trap him inside the storage unit here. And I have one of the doors blocked off. Here's another one, and hopefully he doesn't go for that back door. I'm hoping one van does it. If so, I don't have a plan for that. But the goal... Okay, so we're going to have to try to trap him in again, but... yeah, one of the goals is getting Kenneth trapped in here so we can do a true, like, 4-person build, or 4-employee build here at the storage unit. So I would like to do, you know, a botanist and a cleaner setup. So with this newest update, you can actually have 3 employees here. And then if we steal that one handler from the sweatshop, it'll be like pretty much 4. And it will be 4 if we can get them trapped in here. So that's the goal today. But I would like to do a build where you could apply this to whatever product you're growing using botanists. So we're going to be using, you know, probably a weed build, but we could also do this or apply this to cocoa, just to have to process it at a different location, or, you know, swap out maybe a botanist for a chemist if you want to do it all in one. But that is the goal today. That's what we're doing. We're doing this combo build. If you're here from the short, thank you for coming. You know, this is the type of content I usually make. If you guys like it, don't forget to like and sub. So let's get started. Kenneth here. Now this is my test world. I will be using commands. Now Kenneth here, you can see he made it all the way back to the sweatshop. So let's go ahead and just put some more product into the van. And we'll park the van here again. Maybe we spread it out like this. I think that might slow him down a little bit. Now, as he's walking over, I think I'm going to grab that orange cheetah. That orange cheetah was ours too. So, here we go. Okay, so if he can use the back door, I think what I'm going to do is just park this here again. And this cop car is really, really struggling. I can't help him out anymore. I think he's done. Okay, we might have to reload if that gets too loud. That is actually super loud. Let's go ahead and save and reload. Alright, we're back, and I think that police officer got his car unstuck. Yep, we're good. Okay, and Kenneth should be on his way. Yep, there he is. So let me hurry up and get this van parked in front of that back door. Now, am I going to be able to make this corner? Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Well, that kind of sucked. Maybe we could do that with, oh yeah, I was going to try this cheetah. Now let me put some more stuff in here. How about 160 product? This might take them a little while. We'll do this. Alright, we should have plenty of time to get them trapped in here, and then we can start the actual build. Now, just a side note, for every one of these long builds I do try to do a 10-minute or less overview. So I will be posting the overviews. It'll have the same thumbnail, just a different title. Usually just try to call them the overview. Oh, okay. Let's really don't want to get this one stuck, but I don't know. Oh. Okay. Okay, so if I go that way. Man, I took that corner way too fast. Okay, well we can redo it, I think. Let's go ahead and there we go. Oh, I thought we were in the clear there. Okay, let's try this again. We are still not. We're gonna do it. Maybe I should try it with, is the shit box the smallest car? Wow, Kenneth did that way too fast. Let me do this. We might actually have a use for the shit box. I don't know if this is smaller or not. It's definitely more pointy. It's definitely got more square edges than the cheetah. Okay. Nice and slow here. Take her easy. Wide turn. Yep, don't overdo it here. Nice and easy. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I think we have a use for the shit box. It fits perfect here. Okay, that's great. I'm actually kind of excited about that. Now I may have just, okay, I fell through the world. I'm trying to get out of here, but this van might be kind of, okay, this van is screwed. Let's go to the car wash. I just want to get that van out of there, and Marco's gonna help us. Got another van on its side right here. Huh. I'm not treating my Viper vans as well as my other world. Okay. Marco, help. Oh, I just drove. Okay. Okay. I meant to do all that. Let's go ahead and refill this. And repark this one. That's cool, you gotta shut the door. That was stopping me from going. Oh, okay, we'll use this door for... You know what, we're gonna put another shit box here, I think. Let's get another... Spawn vehicle. These are great for blocking doors. There he comes. Here comes Kenneth. And they're the cheapest vehicles, so that's great. And I think this might block them in. And then all we gotta do, I'd like to use everything new in this update. That's why I'm doing a storage unit build. If you haven't if you haven't noticed, this newest update brought a lot of things. One was increased to 3 employees for the storage unit, the stash and dash here. So yeah, we'll be able to do a combo build with a total of 4 employees if this goes right. Alright, let's get this in front of the door, and this should trap Kenneth in there. Now, I think I'm gonna put some more shit boxes in front of the garage door, because I think we'll be able to hop through. You know what I mean? Because I don't think we can make it through the doorway. What if we'll spawn 2? Nope, just 1. Okay, let's get this beeper out of the way. Now, we'll just park one more here. Okay, we're gonna need 1 more. So total like 4. I'm just using, I'm hitting the button right next to the 1 key. It's called the tilde, and that brings up the command. That's how I'm doing all these. If we just do something like this, maybe we can hop through. Nice. And I think Kenneth will still be stuck. Let's see where he goes. Nice. Alright, everybody. I think we have a 4-employee stash and dash. How awesome is that? Now, the plan with this, too, is to just order deliveries. So we'd just be ordering deliveries, whatever you're growing. You know, of course, you could do just a meth cook, too, here. But I wanted to show it with the grow, because 2 of the 3 products is, you know, 2 of the 3 products we grow on this game. So this vehicle, I think I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to be a little sneaky about it. Let's teleport to the car wash again and have Marco actually help us this time. Also, clear inventory is really handy in test worlds. So I just cleared that out. Alright, there's the van. Now let's just teleport back. Okay, so far so good. Now, we got some overlapping music. That is not good. Okay, there. That's fine. Kenneth looks like he's in timeout in the corner, but he's not. He's just trapped here. Trapped or caged, whatever. I love this. We have a use for the shit boxes, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this together here. I have some items. I'm not sure what all we're gonna use, but let's just start off with the lockers. So you'll remember we will still have to pay Kenneth at the sweatshop, but yeah, the three employees here will pay here. So let's go ahead and just assign them now. There's one, and I'm pretty sure this is just going to be our supply rack, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for both the botanists now. And supplies this large storage rack. Now, I think I want this to just be a simple build. I know a lot of people use fertilizer or PGR, speed grow, but I want to make this as simple as possible. Now, we are going to use item filtering. We are going to be using the lockers, and of course, this is new with the update with the 3 employees instead of 1. So we're using everything new in this build. Last locker here, and we are going to need some trash cans. So let me get just console give trash can. I think 1 will do. So awesome that it shows where it's going to pick up to. Really like that. Now, okay, so that's the last. You see where it stops there? So I think we can fit it all here. Yeah, I think 1 trash can will be fine. So it looks like the corner is where Kenneth likes to stand. I'm thinking we put a brick press there. That's what I'm thinking. Let's face it. Let's face it this way. Yep, I like that. And let's go ahead and put a light there. I have a lighting tips video. It sounds kind of goofy, but it actually really looks nice, and it hides a lot of lights. You see, I have them hidden behind these wall-mounted shelves as well. You can only really see them if you jump up high, or if they're put crookedly. It's gonna drive me nuts. Okay, there we go. That's fine. So the idea was to do half air pots, half drying racks, just because in my later builds I've been trying to just do. I have plenty of quantity of product, so I've been trying to do for value, builds for value. So I originally wanted to do like you know, maybe 4 pots, 4 drying racks per botanist, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to fit all that in here. So we're going to try maybe something like this. Now again, I like to leave a 2x2 area for all the employees to walk. So Again, the employees for the drying racks approach them like this and put them on the drying rack just like that. I have seen them be able to use them like this, but I've also seen the employees get stuck in there. So I want to avoid that. I think something like this would be good. Now we really don't need these wall-mounted shelves, but I think we're gonna keep them. Now I don't think we can really hide anything behind these. So I might just put a light, you know, right high up here. Yeah, that's fine. And let's set the time of day because we're building. Oh gosh, we forgot the jukebox. Alright, where is the jukebox going? That's the most important question here. Because we can't be building and not jamming. I might need to restart this video. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay, so 2x2 area. Okay, it's kind of symmetric. I kind of like that. Something like this. Ooh, I kind of like that. Now, do we have room for 2 more drying racks? This looks really clean. And plenty of room for everyone to walk around. I usually use a piece of furniture like this to measure. Now we can put some racks here. It's still a 2x2 lane. Maybe we'll do something like that. And I really like the safe here, but then I guess we never turn off the jukebox. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay. So 2x2 everywhere. I like to leave that amount of room for the employees. Let's go ahead and put up. Oh, crap. Let's go ahead and put up these suspension racks. Now, if you're doing a build just like this, or if you're following along, the reason I'm using air pots is that they're good with every seed. And you'll see here when we set it up, I'm gonna leave the seed at any. You can change it, of course, but sometimes I like to switch up what I'm growing, and it's really easy to do if you leave it. But it's also really easy to just set up, so yeah, just personal preference, I guess. I think we might leave out these racks. Now, the original plan here was to have maybe an unload of 160 soil and 160 seeds. Ooh, I wonder why he moved there. I didn't see where he was going. Kenneth, you alright, dude? Huh. Okay, we'll clear out his route there. But here's the plan with Kenneth. First, he needs this. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. So I think he can do unloads here. I don't think he can like take storage unit things to the sweatshop, or it's maybe a little buggy. So I am gonna leave this brick press here because it kind of looks nice, right? It looks pretty nice. But that's good to know. So no stations here at the storage unit. But we are gonna have Kenneth unload from loading bay 1 to this storage rack. Now, if you remember from earlier, this is the supply rack that I assigned the botanist. Let's just double check that. There's 1 and 2. Okay, nice. Now let's go ahead and assign some pots and drying racks. There should be 4 pots per botanist, right? I got that right. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice. And then we got 3 drying racks per. So what we might do, we could squeeze another pot here. Maybe we could squeeze another one right here. So maybe we will get rid of this brick press. But in the meantime, let's do 3 drying racks per. And 3 drying racks for Robert here. 1, 2, and 3. Let's get rid of this. We'll give ourselves another air pot. And I always forget the names of these things here. This is suspension rack. And then high spectrum grow light, full spectrum grow light. So give full spectrum grow light. Alright. Alright, Kenneth's gonna have to move you there. Let's get rid of this light. So good to know. We'll probably put a brick press back at the sweatshop, but that would just be for our personal use. Okay. Cool. So if we could do one more. Why didn't I get 2 of everything? Oh gosh. Give air pot. Give suspension rack. And then give full spectrum grow light. Okay. Nice. I don't want to type that again. So is this enough room? Where are we at here? That is not. But if that was like a medium shelf, whoops. Or if we did something like this. Okay. I think I'm fine with this. I hope they don't get stuck on this corner. But they can walk around too. They do have 2x2 area everywhere else, so I think I'm gonna try this setup here. Now this should be. Oh, you know, I never really. I kind of forgot. We'll have some customers in here that will always be able to access, right? Unless they teleport. Geraldine lives right here. And then Greg Figgle lives right here ever since this update. So we might have some permanent neighbors since we trapped Kenneth in here. That's something I didn't really think about. So let's go ahead and reassign these supply rack to here. And we do need these. Here's what I want to do. Let's start over with reassigning these. I want to stagger these. So that airpot drying rack, airpot drying rack. Just start. Damn. Come on, there we go. Okay. 1 airpot, 1 drying rack. Oh my gosh, let me start over. That's gonna drive me nuts. Okay. Again, I do post overviews of this. So let's go. Man, the tunes help so much, don't they? Alright. So this, I'm not sure what botanist I have selected. Let's Andrew. Alright, Andrew, come on. We can get through this. Airpot, drying rack. Airpot, drying rack. Airpot, drying rack. Airpot, and I think it's airpot, right? Because it's going to be 3 drying racks. So we'll give them that one. So 2, 4, 5. 5 airpots, 3 drying racks. That seems alright. Okay. Same thing with. Okay, we gotta start. I know Kenneth's name. We got Andrew, Kenneth. This is Robert. And this is Brian. Well, Brian's probably the easiest. We just gotta give him this trash can. Ooh, I never thought about the cleaner here. Because he can't get outside. Okay, okay. That's okay. let's go ahead and give Robert some air pots and drying racks. One. Okay, 2 and 2. 3 and 3, and then a few extra air pots. There we go. Now this ratio isn't my favorite, to be honest, because it isn't going to come out perfect, right? But let's go ahead and start setting up these air pots. So we have 6, right? 2, 4, 6 drying racks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pots. So dividing both of those by 2. Let's see here. 3 to 2. 3 pots to 2. Okay. Well, let's start off by selecting 3 air pots. By that, just hover your clipboard and left click all these, then hit E. Destination. So we're gonna go 3 air pots per drying rack right now. Everything else, like I said, I want to keep it super simple, no additives, and I want to keep the seed as any, because you can grow whatever product you want. If you do grow cocoa here, though, you will have to process it somewhere else or tweak your build. But this is what we're going with here: 3 air pots to 1 drying rack right now. So left click to select, right click to deselect all. All right, 1, 2, and we'll do 3. Manage destination, the second one. Right click, deselect 1 and 2. I think I miscounted. Let's do 2 to 2. Oh my gosh. I think it's 2 each. We do okay. Let's try this again here. 1, 2, manage, drying rack. Let's do 2 pots per drying rack. Alright. So 1, 2, destination this drying rack. 2, 2. 1, 2, manage to that drying rack. Sorry. Confusing myself there for a second. But we'll get through this. There we go. Sorry about that. That was a tractor going by. If you're a farmer, thank you. They do not receive enough credit for what they do. Alright, last one to set up here. I think this is just going to be 1, right? Yeah, so I don't really like how it turned out. Or I don't really like how this set up, like the 5 to 3 ratio. But that's okay. That is okay. We filled this up. I think it's going to work great. So, yeah, pretty much all of the drying racks have just 2 pots. Right? 1, 2. 1, 2. Yep, 1, 2. 1. To that one. To that one. Okay, 2 have 1. Right? 2 pots have... Yep. So all the drying racks have 2 pots, and one of the drying racks have 1 pot. So yeah, space that out however you want, but I think this is going to be great. Again, we can select multiple drying racks. We'll select all 6 to adjust them. We don't need heavenly quality, but why not? And then destination, you guys know I always like to use the safe for my final product. So that's what we're going to do there too. Let's put a light behind our lockers. There we go. Light it up a little bit. We're almost done with this. Thanks for working through that with me. I guess I didn't stream this, but I still feel like I'm talking to you all. And I think we can order deliveries and get started, but I think we're going to do 80 and 80. Storage unit, and then while these are coming in, we'll set up some sorting. Now, of course, you can do any seed I don't have really anything lined up. We'll just do Granddaddy Perp. Nothing lined up for this world. This is just my test world. Let's go ahead and set the time again for daytime because I want to work during the day. Can see during the day a little bit better. Now, we really don't need anything else for Kenneth here. It's just cool that we can have him automated by unloading. So let's go ahead and have him unload to this storage rack. Remember, this is their supply rack. And if we wanted, we could probably squeeze in another rack here. So let me do this. Let me get rid of these. Get rid of that. And these. And I think we might do that. Now, that's going to look a little packed, but I think it's going to be fine. Yeah, I think I like that. So, we're also going to have Kenneth do this. He's going to take from this storage rack to here. And we're going to get rid of this, actually. And we're actually going to have him loading bay to this storage rack. So that's going to allow for one full shelf of each, but how we're going to split it up is 4 and 4. So here's what I mean. Here's the new filtering. This is awesome. Now this is, you can make this as complex as you want. You see all the items, every item in the game, even paintings and stuff. Wall clock. Anything that you've discovered. Now I haven't discovered many again, that's just my test world. But any product you've mixed and discovered, you can sort here. So this, trying to keep it as basic as possible. Green soil. That's just because it's only $10 per use. Alright, so with this new update also came this 3 dots. You click that and a drop down menu comes up. Apply to siblings, copy filter, clear filter. Apply to siblings I think is my favorite. So that allows you to apply it to an entire storage rack, whatever. So if you sort one, you can copy it. So let's go ahead and clear this out because we went 4 and 4. That's what I was gonna show you. And we are doing Granddaddy Perp. That's what we ordered. So we want just the seeds, right? Just the seeds to be allowed because that's what we're ordering. And we'll do that for each one on the bottom layer. So leaving us with 4 soil slots and 4 Granddaddy Perp slots. As soon as I can get this one in. And what we can just do is copy this. I'm so used to doing it the other way. There we go. But copy and paste. So Granddaddy Perp all on these ones. Remember, it's the seeds. And we're using green soil. Of course you can use it any soil, but just because it's $10 per use compared to $15 and $20 per use. Alright, so that just got here. Now let's try to copy this filter really quick. I want the same exact thing. Oops. I hit the wrong button here. Paste this and apply to siblings. Okay, get rid of this. Granddaddy Perp. Copy. And paste. Alright, so you can see how quick we can do that now with just... Yeah, with these just little shortcuts with this 3-dot drop-down menu. Pretty awesome. Now this is getting filled up here. Our botanist should be getting to work soon. But I don't think we've paid him. Is Greg gonna get stuck here? Greg, that's not that type of door. Do you guys hear the click on that one? Okay. That was great. Okay, so yeah, you order 80 of, with this setup, 80 soil, 80 seeds. As soon as this is unloaded, the seeds should show up. Let's go ahead and get these other employees paid. And they should get to work. we'll wrap this build up. Here they come. We've got Andrew, got Robert, got Kenneth all working together, and Brian's waiting for them to make a mess. Geraldine's still in the corner. I didn't even see Geraldine here. Well, Geraldine's kind of screwed because Greg can just open a door here, I guess, and just teleport. Geraldine's stuck in... Okay, well... I don't know where Geraldine went. I guess he can teleport too. But yeah, this is the full build. You can see we got 4 employees here, all working at the same time. Just remember you gotta pay Kenneth at the sweatshop, but yeah, I would like to see what you all come up with on a 4-person storage unit build. Of course, meth would probably be another great option to cook here, especially because chemists don't make messes right now. They don't make any trash with the supplies they use, so yeah, you could have just straight 3 chemists here if you could even fit that many, with 2 lab stations, 2 chemistry stations, but kind of just thinking out loud here. But I hope this helped spark ideas for your world. You know, let me know what you end up making with this 4-employee storage unit. Hope this helped. Don't forget to like and sub, and have a great day.